trying to venture out of myself to actually do something that I really love to do, and I love to motivate people. There's something very special about seeing people come into themselves to find their own true calling, and if I can be a part of that in any way, it makes me very happy, and it actually brings me bliss in my life. And the title of this, I call it a workshop because you're going to participate hopefully and bring your own beautiful insights into this for yourself, because this is really about your journey. It's not about me, and I just want to help you, perhaps give you some tools to guide you along your own journey in this beautiful world. And you know, if you leave with something, you take what? If you take away one thing, you've benefited yourself, so hopefully the time you spend here will be worthwhile. But I absolutely adore Joseph Campbell's the phrase, follow your bliss. I think that since I've heard it, it's actually been something that inspires me. Follow your bliss. Those words are just simple and pure, and they're exactly what I believe we're here to do in our lives. Even in the hard times, you need to find that bliss and grab onto it, hold on. So it's a beautiful quote that he said. He basically says, follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there are only walls. It kind of opens your eyes to the possibility. It focuses you on the positive intention versus the negative, and your doors will open for you. Maybe the smallest of doors, and you didn't realize that you're walking through it, but later on you will actually see that you've gone through a passageway into another part of your life, another path, perhaps. So I want to bring that to you all. I am in a mentoring group myself right now, and this is something that I want to do. I need to slow down a little bit with my speaking, so if I am speaking too quickly, let me know. But we're going into 2012, and this is a really huge opportunity for you to look at perhaps what you want to see, what direction you want to see yourself going into 2012. So, you know, realizing your dreams and starting at this point, December, you know, it's kind of like that beautiful, fresh, you know, snow, a little cooler, a little brighter, people smiling a little more. Bring that into that. So, you know, I wanted to present this as well, so that perhaps that you will take this with you as you do embark on 2012 and whatever path you do in fact go into. I was thinking about how I wanted to start this presentation, and I really think we should focus on dreaming. And sometimes people are very realistic, and they like to stay in reality, and sometimes people are very dream-oriented, you know. They think of, people see them and their feet are not on the ground. They are always in the clouds. They're walking around with this sense that, you know, there's something brighter out there for them, and yet they're not on the ground, so they can't figure out how to ground themselves so they can actually catapult themselves into, you know, perhaps what the realists see as something tangible. So taking those two together, you know, a little bit of realism and a little bit of idealism, and putting them together, that's how we actually, you know, found what in our heart is calling us. So that's our dreams. And I like to tell my children this, we're all magical. I mean, if you pass by someone on the street, you see that they're not exactly happy for that day, and you give them a smile, they smile. You feel that energy from somebody else. That's how magical we are. We can bring that little joy to somebody else. And I like to sense and like the idea that we actually are magical. And you know, it sounds kind of like Harry Potter, or maybe, you know, all those Wizards of Waverly Place and all this fun stuff that, you know, kids really believe in. But why do we not believe in that? Why don't we hold on to that magic? Because that is really what gives us joy. I mean, when you see somebody and you actually extend yourself in a way that's very positive, you bring that magic to their lives. And I think it's a beautiful thing when you actually finally wake up to the actual joy that's in your life by realizing your unique talents and your gifts, because really this world needs that. It's not something that you should keep to yourself. This world needs you all to express to the world your gifts and your talents. So that can come out through your realization of your dreams, and you can still be a child of wonder, so you hold fast to what you find gives your heart really kind of, you know, light and wings. So I want to start off with the fact that if you start to believe in yourself, that's where you really need to start from. Actually having the confidence to believe in who you are and what you're here for. And I you know, since I was a high school student, I have always liked Eleanor Roosevelt, and the fact that she said the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams kind of encompassed everything I just said. that you have a true belief in yourself and you actually believe in what your heart is telling you to reach for. And basically, when you do that, you never know where you're going to go, and you kind of you give up the control and you go for whatever it is that you feel like is calling you. Now, the seminar or the workshop is Follow Your Bliss. So I say, what do you think about when you think of bliss? And I love this picture of my daughter. She looks like she is experiencing true bliss. So what does bliss look like for you? Really think about it. For me, the definition of bliss, serene joy. That is serene joy. We were on the beach having a beautiful day as a family. It is what heaven must look like. I mean, imagine that little face just experiencing the first time, perhaps maybe a wind brushed on her face, or the ocean. So what does bliss look like for you? That is something that I really want you to take into this experience as you go into 2012 and really, really hold on to. But before we do, I want to take you back to 2011. What is it people remember from 2011? Perhaps it wasn't a very good year. Perhaps it was very difficult. Perhaps it was a good year. Perhaps it was a bad year. Perhaps it's something that you don't want to remember as a neutral year. Or perhaps you just forget the whole thing. Or perhaps you want to change something about it. The good thing about 2011 is that we're approaching the end of 2011. And I think that there's a lot of lessons that we have learned from our past, but I think that that's what they are, lessons. So whatever you take from that is perhaps something that you need to leave in 2011 if you want, or bring the lessons forward into 2012. And I think that, when you start there, I'm sure if I polled the room, people would have their own idea as to whether they want to leave it or go forward. That's really, like I said, it's all about you. It's all about your life and what this means to you. This is not about me or anybody. This is all about you writing your own story. And as Richard knows, I love Oprah Winfrey, and even my interns know this because I tell them. And I wanted to get on that show so badly. It's probably been on my vision board for many years. I did this picture of inspire, teach and inspire wherever you are. And that truly is, if I had a motto for myself that I would want to bring with me in my life, it would be that. Because I think that because I have had certain experiences in my life and I've learned certain things, I would like to bring that forward to other people that I love, even if people I don't really know very well, to expand, their world. And that is something that I love also, as my friends know very well. I am an addict of vision boards. Big time. I have a vision board party every February. And I think it's really actually in honor of my husband because it's his birthday party. So I get all my friends together to do vision boards in honor of Frank and his birthday. So I'm grateful to him for having a birthday so I can do that. But I'm a very visual person. Perhaps you might be very auditory. Maybe you are a writer and you need to take a pencil in your hand and feel how it goes. I'm very visual, and I get very inspired by visuals. So this is a modem or a medium that works very well for me. And even the reluctant followers that I love dearly, Michelle, they actually benefit. And she came and she did it, and she did a vision list. So I have no control over how your visions come out. It's just perhaps options that you can use to benefit yourself for your future. So there we go. We're challenged for our 2012 is the big question, whether or not you can actually let go of your past. Now, I don't know if you know a lot of people who like to tell their story, and the story always has a connotation perhaps that they're a victim, and this happened to me, this happened in my life, and they tell the story over and over and over again. And what they're actually doing, in my opinion, is that they're reliving this horrible thing, or this not so horrible thing, but this thing that happened that they identify with and that they can take into their future if they don't want to leave it there. And in many ways, this kind of experience holds you down. It burdens you because you're not able to be free. So I love this next slide. It makes me feel like only if you can let go of your past, your future will be whatever you make it. And I think that that's important. I think the past is done. Take your lessons and learn from them, or unfortunately, in many ways, you'll have to learn them over and over again until you get it. You get the nose. But I just love the hands in the air, because when you let go of who you thought you were, your identification with, then you can actually reach out and accept perhaps what you really want to be, or who you really are. So I think that that's really important, to let go of the things that hinder you. And I think this is also very important as well, that you stay in the present. Because, some people, I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase, the past has happened, the future is yet to come, and the present is a gift, just waiting to be opened. That's pretty much it, because if you're in the present moment and you're still living the past, then you're ruining this moment. It's like this opportunity that you have to actually branch out and be something more than you can imagine is gone, because you're bringing the burdens of the past. And especially if you also look into the future too much. You're not there yet, it hasn't happened, but because you may be worried or fearful or something to that effect, it's better to stay in the present and actually start where you are. Start exactly where you're. This is perfect moment for you. This is where you should be. This is where you've always meant to be. And basically, it's yours to bring into this world. Then you have to think about what energies you're bringing into the world. Now, I don't know if anyone has really thought about the idea, and it was kind of a simple notion once I got it, but the two words, if you just look at the two words, love, hate. We all have been taught over time that the weight of the words really bring energy to what we're speaking of. So if we're talking about hate, for instance, the words that come up are very negative, very weighing down. Sad, greed, anger, mad. It's not a very good feeling. So we just want to, you can feel it if you feel it, but generally it's better to let it go, because love is so much better. And now love, I speak of love as a verb. And the reason I'm speaking about this with regard to your dreams is because I think truly you need to come from a place of love when you approach your dreams and anything that you desire in life. Because I think that the positive feeling of a word like love, or a verb like love, can actually catapult your energy to a place that you never knew before. So just by shifting your focus and shifting your vision to something like that, and bringing love to whatever it is that you're doing, or you perhaps where you want to go, it shifts basically the whole feeling or the energy of the moment. So like I said before, it's all about you. What do you want in this life? What is your passion? And then once again, what is your bliss? Okay, so now we're going to our vision list. Now I had asked you to take a look at the paper before that I had passed out to you. Now I want you to come from a place of love. Think about yourself as, I don't know, you're a mom, and we are moms, we're friends, we're brothers, sisters, whatever. Treat yourself as if how you want your parent nurturing you, or perhaps if you weren't nurtured, then how someone you love, you want them to nurture you. And think about it, and then I want you to actually think about your dreams as being a part of you, and visualize what you want to see come forward into your life. Now, I do this with my vision boards all the time. I think it's easy when you, and I don't know, it depends how you think about your life, but I like to think of my life in categories just to kind of consolidate certain areas into a more easy or manageable way. I think of my life when I do vision boards, and also perhaps when I make my dream list, or my resolutions, your New Year's resolutions, into 5 different areas. I got this from a seminar that we went to a while ago, James Ray, and it really was profound to me because it made sense and it made it very easy and functional. Relational, physical, intellectual, financial, and spiritual. The 5 areas of your life that perhaps if you put a lot of energy or focus that energy, then you can come out and maybe it'll give you a guide as to how you want to see, or what kind of dreams that you want to see come true into reality. And especially when you're talking about your resolutions. So I don't know, physical, my husband wants to do a triathlon, so that may be something that he has that he wants to do for his coming next year, 2012. I don't know, it could be as simple as exercising 30 minutes a day, especially if you don't do it on a regular basis. That's something that would bring physical nature into something that would be more healthy for you. Intellectual, I don't know. Do you want to finish? Most of us are college educated. Perhaps maybe you want to go forth and do another degree or some kind of interest in areas of your life that maybe be fascinating to you. Maybe you want to write a book, write a screenplay. That's one of mine. I want to write a book or a screenplay, so beware of what you do in my life because it could come out.
Oh God!
Oh my God! They say the best revenge is just to write it out. I keep telling that to many people, but they don't seem to be listening to me. But we'll see how that goes. Relational. Perhaps you want to go on a vacation with your significant other. Perhaps you want to meet someone else in your life that, get together with someone else, and that's something that you want to be in a relationship. Spiritual. I just put some here. Teta does a meditation every Tuesday night here, and it's very centering and it's very peaceful, and that brings your spirit into a different place when you actually take time. So perhaps that's something you want to do. Maybe just go to the beach. That's a very spiritual experience for certain people. Perhaps write in a journal in the morning, just something so simple. Perhaps go to coffee with your friends. That's a very spiritual experience, especially as ritualistics go. I mean, you get to, I think one of the most important things that we have to remember in our life, and I did this circle I did this setting as a circle because we're all really truly connected to each other. We're no manhood. No man is an island, right? We all are here in some way, shape, or form. We affect each other. So if you continue to think your life, even the random, homeless person on the road, even them, you're connected to them in a certain respect. When they pass you, you're passing each other's energy. So if you keep that in mind, you also benefit, from, in a spiritual sense if you keep that in mind. So I want you to take, I'm going to give you like 5 minutes right now to think about those particular areas and then write down what it is that you want to see come to fruition in 2012. And certainly you don't have to stop here. I encourage you, we still have so many days towards January 1st, and even after January 1st you can modify. Flexible and flowing is definitely something that you should keep in mind. You don't have to be controlling, and if you don't complete it, that's not the way to go. But take some time now and I'll let you do that. Did you guys get... Do you have?